went on a camping trip to the gorilly forest. They never came back.
This is Brian at ScreenFiles.com and Trailer's Reaction. What I'm looking at today is the official trailer for Bigfoot, Primal Fear. And I'll say right off the bat that I think most reports of cryptids are nonsense. Because, like UFOs, there's never, ever any real conclusive evidence that they exist. I don't care what the cryptid is, there is typically nothing supporting its existence beyond someone saying it exists or a blurry photo or something. But once again, though, take two. That being said, it's worth also saying that the possibility that these creatures are real is there. I just don't believe it when people present no evidence to support their point, or evidence that is just weak. For instance, if you look at the Patterson-Gimlin film, a film which, by the way, was a hoax. It even looks fake, I think. And what often happens in the case of these cryptids, Bigfoot, the Yeti, whichever sea serpent you choose to cite, it's always based on things that could be something else. So I don't necessarily believe in cryptids. I like the idea that these things might be out there. Though, like in the case of most of these sightings, there's no definitive proof. And there's no definitive proof because, more likely than not, these things don't exist. Though, a more interesting question is, why are people saying that they are? And I mention this because the movie I'm looking at, Bigfoot Primal Fear, revolves around a very famous cryptid, perhaps the most famous of all. And Bigfoot in movies, genre films in particular, I'm not talking about Harry and the Hendersons. I mean, where the Bigfoot is oftentimes the antagonist of the movie. I don't watch a lot of, but though by my reckoning, two of the better, if not the best, Bigfoot films out there are Eduardo Sanchez Exists from 2014 and Bob Goldthwait's Willow Creek. Both really good, different styles of Bigfoot film. If you haven't seen either of them, I'm sure they're streaming somewhere, probably free, and well worth the time. In any case, let's look at the official trailer for Bigfoot Primal Fear.
So in your own words, can you tell us what happened to your son?
A year ago today, our son, his girlfriend, and two of their friends went on a camping trip to the gorilly forest. They never came back.
What do you think actually happened?
That we believe that there is something big and something evil in that forest that our boy and his friends came across.
We have the best technology in the world. On top of that, we have some of the best trackers.
Did you hear that? What do you mean? Did you not hear that bang? John? Danny, we are not alone, man.
Please, just get us the answers that we're searching for.
But just remember, my friends, the proof is out there.
Okay, well that was the trailer for Bigfoot Primal Fear. And I thought Bigfoot was mainly a North American thing. Everyone in that trailer spoke with British accents. So why is Bigfoot even involved? I know the Yeti is somewhere in the Himalayas and that type of thing. So why would a Bigfoot movie seemingly take place in Europe? I never knew there was any Bigfoot legend in Europe. Though to be fair, I don't know a lot about European legends. It could be the case, but I've never heard of it. And this also looks relatively low budget, which is not a criticism in and of itself. But at least the way the trailer is cut, it doesn't put said lack of budget in a very favorable light. And I mentioned earlier about drones. I typically cannot stand movies that features them because more often than not, they're being used in a manner that doesn't help the film. And this is something that you see in films no matter the budget. It's almost as if a director has access to a drone, so therefore they must use a drone. I don't like it. It's not that the imagery from the drone is bad, but as I said, there's a pointlessness to it. If you're doing something like Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, for instance, which the opening is a very long helicopter shot. If drones were ubiquitous then, as they are now, then I'd say go for it in Kubrick's case, because he's saying something with the aerial footage. The only real reason I can see for using a drone is to establish something. Maybe there's a location. Maybe you want to tell the watcher how expansive a forest area, something that needs greater clarity, I can see using a drone shot for. Though on the whole, most movies do not use it like that, and I think it's just wasted footage by my reckoning. Though what do you think? This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer's Reaction. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know down below. And as usual, consider a like, follow, or buy me a coffee. Peace.